All right. So I think I'm the one starting. So we'll take it away. Let me start the slideshow. Okay. So we have been doing love ourselves to health all month, right? We're we're loving ourselves this February. Today is Valentine's Day. Um, it was crazy in my classroom, but we survived. I was in and out because I had other stuff I was doing, but speaking of tonight, we are going to focus on, I think last week we focused on oils. So obviously we went over some of the ones that are really good for helping just love on yourself. Tonight, I'm going to come back to this really quick, but tonight we're going to go over pampering your skin, right? So we're loving ourselves, we're pampering our skin. But before I do that, I do want to just go over this. Like we said last week, we know that lovely Jen is expecting very, very, very soon. So Miss Sherry has graciously taken over being the host of the location for the next 2 months. Or is it all the way through April? Or is it just this month, Sherry?
We're gonna do it for probably March, April, May,
Okay,
and, people from the beach area seem to be
perfect.
enjoying it,
So we're
so.
thinking we're going to move it over there, as you heard, March, April, May, more over into the PB area if you're here locally in San Diego versus over here in our Serena Valley, Mira Mesa area. So the next one we have is March 9th, and it's going to be a Make It Take It DIY workshop. So we're going to make the Serenity Bath Soak, lavender linen spray. I love doing linen sprays or room sprays. My teachers at school love doing these. So $10, all it is, or you bring your friend to attend that's new, that just wants to learn about this, then you can do that. Sherry has her info down there that you can call or text, or whoever, invited you to this, or you're watching the pre-record and you know someone else who might be able to connect with a little bit more to get you that info, feel free to reach out to us. We'll help you. Um, and again, like I said, we are going to be going over pampering your skin, and it's not blocking any of the screen for you guys, is it? Okay, sometimes I just want to check when I haven't had to share without my two screens before. So, bergamot, again, this is the oil of self acceptance. I use it a lot for diffusing. It's very uplifting, it's a very loving one. It can really help you to just kind of give yourself an extra little cheer and brighten your day. So, definitely add this one. It is citrus oil, so just be mindful if you're out in the sun right now. Not so worried, it's been rainy, but just be mindful of that. So there are different types of skin types, right? So why would we want to cleanse with oil? Why would we want oil cleanse? Did I skip a page? No, okay. Um, so we want gentle cleansing. Um, and then we want to make sure that it lifts the excess like substance, right? So in your glands. So a lot of people, they talk about, if you talk to a lot of estheticians, like they say you want like a water based and an oil based. So you start with like an oil base to get everything off, and then a water base to cleanse off the rest of it. So a lot of times they even say like minimum how long you wash your face. And like when you're using different types of water, you don't want to use a lot of hot water. Sometimes I'm guilty about that. Not so much on my face, but on other sensitive areas, I have to be cautious. So when you're using that oil cleanse, oil-based cleanse, it can help clean out those clogged pores, like the blackheads, whiteheads. It removes dead skins, gets rid of that makeup more. So that's why a lot of the times they say do the oil base first, and then if you need to do a second wash or a water wash, or you do the different kinds of cleansers afterwards, or the toners, that's when you would use that. So benefits over traditional cleansers. So the reason why you want to use some of these oil-based cleansers is when you use some of those traditional, they have a lot of like harsh chemicals or other things that might actually irritate your skin, create some of that excess dryness. It could actually flare up your acne. So you want to make sure that you are using that. It doesn't really help balance your skin very well. So if you are going to use that oil to cleanse, you want to take approximately a teaspoon of oil and use 2 to 3 drops of your chosen oil, lather on your face, rub your fingers, circular motion, lukewarm, damp cloth. So again, you have that carrier oil with the oil. You don't want to and be careful about your eyes, like don't rub it into your eyes. So, and always use warm, lukewarm water and with a cloth. I've noticed that sometimes, like the reason why I don't like to wash my face at night is because I don't like splashing. But as I've tried to do like one that's more where I do thicker with the oil, or I just get a little bit of dampness on my hands when I'm using the cleansing, and then put it on and then wipe with the cloth, just like when you go to that esthetician, they're not splashing all over your face. They're usually wiping it off with that warm cloth. I do it better, I've noticed. So oil for all skin types. So pick your carrier oil. Tell me if I'm jumping ahead. I'm going to one more, I think, and then it's I think Sherry. So again, you want to have a carrier oil. So depending on, I have some friends that have allergies to certain nuts and things like that. So obviously they're not going to choose an almond as their carrier oil, but maybe they're going to use castor oil or you know, something that they can be able to use that they're not going to have that allergy to. So again, depending on what works best for your skin or what you're trying to achieve, that's the base that you're going to use for your carrier oil. So you've got, you know, almond oil is pretty good for all skin types. Avocado oil might be better for dry aging skin, not recommended for acne prone. Castor oil is another one for all skin types. Argan oil, good for skin types, also good for hair. And then you have this last one, jojoba oil is the great for all skin types, but especially acne prone. So again, based on what you're trying to achieve, make sure you find the right carrier oil for yourself. And then when you're looking at what you're going to mix where that carrier oil, so we talked about that 2 to 3 drops, so you're going to add with that carrier oil. Again, look at what your skin type is. I kind of fall in between that combination skin, always have, but lately my skin has been definitely a little bit more on the dry side. So what's nice about this is if you are going to be able to kind of DIY a little yourself, you can kind of mix in a little. I use frankincense all the time. I love adding frankincense to some of my own serums I make. I have the rose roller. I'll do that a lot right before my makeup sometimes, or to areas that are really like dry, I'll definitely use that. And then again, if I have an acne like flare up or things like that, I'm kind of breaking out from the gym, I'll definitely like lean into the Melaleuca, the tea tree oil for that, or the lavender to just help with some irritated skin. But you have these different options, right? So you have some that are more going to support if you have more acne prone skin. You have some for when you have aging skin, dry skin, oily skin, and a lot of us might go in between these. So you can lean into the ones that you need for the moments you need, right? And just kind of use those as you need. Like for example, some of these dry skin ones, I didn't actually know that I should probably start adding to my repertoire. I've been doing a lot of the frankincense and rose, so that's good to know that I can add some of this. And then I don't know if anybody else has any. I know Yarrow Palm, that's another one, and that's a special that we'll get to this month. But any other tips or tricks? I think I have some chats up here. Yes, I was like, that's Sherry, that's not Jen. Yes, and there is a promotion. I see that Sherry did type this in here on the Rose Touch. It just started today. So this is a great floral one. So if you buy the Rose Touch, so it's in the roller bottle, and then you will automatically get the Jasmine Touch for free. And the Jasmine by itself is $42. So basically get a really, really good value for 2 really good floral. Sorry if I'm a little nasally, been a little out today, but those are both really, really good for skin and perfumes, natural perfumes, things like that. So great way to treat yourself, or if you want to look for a gift for somebody, this is a great way to jump onto that. I'm going to go ahead and close the chat really quick. And then if anybody else has any tips or if you have questions along the way, feel free. And then all of a sudden my little thing went away. Here we go. All right. So I think we're moving on to Sherry.
I think it's Megan, but I don't mind.
Oh, Megan. Megan.
No,
sorry.
It's me. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I got it goofed up.
That's perfectly fine. So if you're not into the DIY, there are some different collections for pre-made cleansers. There's the Essential Skin Collection, that's the anti-aging. I personally use the facial cleanser and invigorating scrub from that collection. They work good. They're not aggravating to the skin. Cleanse really well. There's the Virage collection, which is for combination skin, and the HD Clear collection that is for teen and acne prone skin. And then we have Bergamot. So as Melissa said, bergamot is good for uplifting and calming environments. You can diffuse with 3 drops. You can use internally by diluting 1 drop in 4 ounces of liquid, or you can do topical, apply 2 drops to the desired area, dilute with carrier oil for sensitive skin. Some of the other things that I actually found for bergamot, it can also help with insomnia. You can add to a bath, mix with vanilla essential oils to enhance the calmness. You can use it for sore muscles. Add 2 to 3 drops into a massage cream, lotion, or coconut oil and massage into skin for minor aches and pains. It can be used for PMS. Massage 2 drops to lower abdomen, or include a few drops to a warm bath. For headaches, you can apply diluted oil to the temples, wrists, or back of the neck. You can also add lavender or peppermint oil to that. And I also found for colic, you can massage 1 drop to the soles of the feet.
Sorry, I was trying to read the chat too at the same time. And type, but I did not know that. That was good to learn. Yeah, I was just answering Sherry's chat where she says she loves the Virage too, because I was saying I use the cleanser from that, but I love the hydrating cream from the other. Like I kind of mix and match. And she was saying that she's used that as her Clinique replacement. And now she's using the Essential line, brightening gel, tightening gel, and moisturizer. So I was answering that I just ordered the brightening gel because I haven't used it since they've replaced that old push-up bottle, like, you know, the
Yeah.
and it all like came out the bottom. So I'm excited to use the brightening gel now.
For the February promos, we have fennel, which is free. There is 15% off of Yarrow Palm. The free Show Yourself Some Love with any 200 PV order. The Baby O is finally back, available the 1st of February. And then I can't see the bottom one.
The bottom one is if they get started in February. So it carried over from the January promo. So like if they get started with a qualifying PV order of I think 100 PV or something like that, then then they can, and then they place another order in March, then they will be able to get free PV, 100 free PV in April.
And the March order needs to be LRP.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what all that is, just reach out to whoever invited you or a familiar face that you see and just ask them what we're talking about. But it's a way to get 100 free points to actually basically use on products 2 months after you sign up. So and the Yarrow Palm 2 is a smaller Yarrow Palm. It's a newer, it's not the 30 ml. So it's nice that they're doing a little bit smaller too. I snagged that for sure.
And then passing on to Sherry.
All right, thanks, Megan. So if you're new or wanting to get started, whether you're live here or on the recording, here's the easiest way to do so. There's 3 ways to buy doTERRA. The first way is retail, which is paying full price. And I've had a couple people over my years do that. And if that works for you, that's fine. The downside is you're paying full price and you're not getting our support. The second way is wholesale, which is like similar to joining Costco. There's a membership fee. You're going to, from that point for a year, get 25% off everything on our website. And you also get the perks of being part of our oil family with our support and these meetings and things like that. But my favorite way is the third way. And the reason why they say below wholesale, I feel like I always need to kind of explain this, is you buy an enrollment kit and that is going to waive your $35 fee. And I like that because I'm spending 100% on product and not the membership. But the reason why they say below wholesale is because the kits end up being a bigger reduction than 25%. So you're going to go into it saving even more. But then once you've bought that kit, it's the same as the second row. You're going to have 25% off everything off the website. I also like to point out that like at the end of the year, there's no auto renewals. I love that about doTERRA. So you're not going to, there's no trickery, there's no contracts. You're not going to get caught up in anything that you have to figure out how to get out. If you do want to order a day after that year or a month after that year or down the road, you just, as you're putting things in your cart, you're going to notice a $25 renewal fee, but also a free peppermint oil that's worth $24. So it's basically $1 to renew. And if you don't like peppermint, it's a great deterrent for ants. So everyone can use peppermint. There's 3 different, well, there's a lot of kits, but this is a few of our favorites. And then again, like Melissa says, if you want to dive deeper, the person who invited you can show you or hear your health goals and find the kit that's tailored for you. We can also make our own custom kits, but this is a sampling, and I really like the ones that they've picked here. The first one is the Natural Solutions. It's $450. It's how I got started because I tend to go big. I wanted to like really dive in and learn oils and supplements and hygiene products and everything. The second one are our top 10 oils in the bigger of the 2 bottles. So it's a 15 milliliter bottle, which is 250 drops. And this kit is $270 with the Lulu's glass top diffuser. And then the Healthy Start, I like these 2 side by side because it's the same exact oils in our smaller bottle, which is 5 milliliter or 85 drops, which is still a lot, and our cute little pebble diffuser. So this is a great way to get started and kind of learn, excuse me, what we have and how to incorporate them into your daily life. Next slide, please. So the perks for getting started with us is, like I said, you're going to get those wholesale prices with anyone you sign up for doTERRA, but then it goes on. Custom to us is that we're really big on giving 30-minute health consults. We have a really wonderful welcome guide that you can get electronically or hard copy. We have ongoing workshops, yoga classes, and then virtual classes on Zoom. And we can teach you how to get loyalty rewards where, like Melissa was saying, you can get those 100 shopping points for free. And doTERRA itself, when you call, like in Utah to talk to them, they answer the phone. They're not reading from a script. And it's no different than talking to your best friend. And well, maybe not your best friend because you wouldn't tell them secrets, but like it just has a flow. And they're not like, oh, thank you so much. I'm sure we're going to handle this. It's like they just go, okay, what's up, Sherry? And you feel like, oh, they're talking to me. I feel heard. So it's at the bottom here, who you buy your essential oils from is as important as where.
Sorry, Sherry.
No, that's all right. I had it in my head. So is doTERRA the right business for you? If you like natural products and you like helping others, which is what really kept me in this, a couple times I thought, oh, I don't really like to sell. Then I thought, wait, I feel better. The people I'm interacting with are feeling better. It's really not about selling. It's about making people feel their best or helping people to feel their best. And then the second question is, would you like extra money and to replace your income? And it's not a get rich quick thing. If anyone tells you they have a get rich quick thing, run, because it's just not solid or sustainable, but it is a tried and true business that's founded in 2008. So hang around for the second half of the call. We save the second half for business people, and we're happy to answer your questions. So if you have any questions right now about the products or the promos or anything that we presented tonight, we're happy to take a minute on that before we go on.
I'll stop share.
Yeah.
Any questions? I know we don't have the wonderful Jen who has lots of wonderful answers, but we do. We are able to help.
Or we can get back to you if we don't know.
Yes.
We don't have the raffle wheel.
I can do the wheel. I was just texting her. That's why when you said next slide, I was trying to ask her
something.
if we were doing that.
Tina or Megan, does anybody have questions?
No, thank you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Is it just so cold in New York?
It was beautiful today. It's
Oh,
been warm.
good.
It's been
Oh,
like in
isn't
the
that so?
50s.
Oh, it was like in the 50s here.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like Wednesday, like in the 60s.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
doing my
good.
walks,
Yeah,
getting my exercise
well,
in.
you can, right?